All right, last time I had a few complaints because there were cat lovers in the room, and I had a question dealing with kittens and where was all the love for dogs. So today we've got a question with a puppy. All right, we're going to start with this. This is a conversion like you should have been doing in 4.3, converting mass from Imperial into SI. So once again, take a moment, pause the video, try to work this through on your own, and then watch my solution after that. Hey, if we have a puppy that weighs 6 pounds and 12 ounces, what is its mass in grams? Remember that we had two options last time of how to convert this. We could either convert this all into ounces first and then convert to grams. We can convert it all into pounds and then convert it into grams, or we could separate the pounds, convert those into grams, and the ounces, convert those into grams. On your formula sheet, you have a conversion factor for ounces to grams, and so that tends to be a helpful one to use. So we're going to take 6 pounds and 12 ounces, and we're going to convert that all into ounces. So we're going to multiply 6 pounds times 16 ounces per pound, and add the 12 ounces here. And just a minute, let me grab my calculator for a moment. Six times 16 equals 96 plus 12. So this equals a total of 108 ounces. 108 ounces, as we saw last time, can be multiplied by our conversion factor of 1 ounce equals 23.85 grams. Oh, look at what I did again. Ounce times ounce does not cancel out. I got to get 1 on the other side of the line, so I'm going to flip this over. 23.85 grams per 1 ounce. Right? Remember, when we're doing this multiplication, multiplying by a conversion factor, you always want to make sure you have one of the things to be canceled on top of the line, the other on the bottom of the line, because then I'm left with just grams. So I've got 108. Oh, and, oh, this is terrible. No, it's not. 96 plus 12 is 108. So I got 108 ounces times 23.85 grams. And I'm going to get an answer of 2,575.8 grams, or rounding that, I get 2,576 grams. What is its mass in grams? What is its mass in kilograms? How do I convert this into kilograms? Well, remember, with the metric system, it's easy. There's 1,000 grams in 1 kilogram, and I'm going to have a lot fewer kilograms, so I know I'm going to divide by 1,000. When I want to divide by 1,000, the simplicity of this is I just take that decimal place here and I move it 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3 spaces, and I get 2.576 kilograms. Or if I want to round this to the nearest tenth, it'd be 2.6 kilograms. But you could leave it the other way if you like. It doesn't specify how much to round it by. All right, let's move on to today's lesson. Today's lesson is actually just more general conversions. If you figured out how to use these conversion factors, then these are going to be simple. Here we have 1 bushel equals 2,220 inches cubed, or 8 gallons. Well, that seems kind of weird. But grain is often measured in bushels in the imperial system. And anytime you have a conversion factor, even if you've never used that particular conversion before, done that particular conversion, you should now be able to do the conversion with that conversion factor. So grain is often measured in bushels, which is a measure of volume, but its weight might be needed to judge whether it is a safe load for a truck. Okay. How many bushels of flax seed are there in 2.4 tons if the conversion factor is 39.368 bushels per ton? So we've got 2.4 tons. Remember, tons, T-O-N-N-E, is the metric version, kind of French-ish, like the Système International is. 2.4 tons. And the conversion factor is 39.368 bushels per ton. Now, let's take a look at this conversion factor. Where is ton? It's on the bottom. I have it on the top here, so I'm going to multiply this conversion factor, 39.368 bushels, and that means per 1 ton. So I'm just going to multiply 2.4 times 39.368, and I'm going to get an answer of 94.4832, or 94.5 bushels. Right, how many bushels are there? There you go. Now, if 1 bushel of triticale grain is about 2,220 inches, how many bushels are in a pile that measures approximately 8 feet by 6 feet by 5 feet? Wow, that's quite the question, hey? And that's a fairly confusing picture. I don't know why the picture here has this sloped grain on top. We're going to ignore that. We're just going to consider this to be a perfectly rectangular pile, because otherwise there's math that you don't know to figure out how much that rounded part is worth. So we're just going to take a look at this 8 by 6 by 5, and we want to know how much there is capacity, or we're filling this thing, right? We're filling it. Are we covering it or filling it? We're filling it. That means we're going to use volume. And we just learned about volume in section 4.2. So we need to be able to figure out the volume of this pile in inches. All our measurements are in feet. Let's convert those into inches before we go forward. So we've got 8 feet times 12 inches per foot equals 96 inches. We've got 6 feet times 12 inches per foot equals 72 inches. And we've got 5 feet times 12 inches per foot equals 60 inches. So the linear dimensions of this pile of grain are 96 by 72 by 60 inches. We can now get a volume in inches cubed by multiplying length times width times height. Now I could have just gone forward and multiplied 8 by 6 by 5. That would have given me my volume in feet cubed, but it's really hard to compare feet cubed to inches cubed. So it's way easier to do this first, get our lengths in inches, and then figure this out. So if I do this, I got 96 times 72 times 60. That's going to be 414,720 cubic inches. And now 1 bushel is 2,220 inches. 1 bushel equals 2,220 inches cubed, right? That's a conversion factor. 1 bushel equals 2,220. I'm going to multiply these. I've got inches cubed on top, inches cubed on the bottom. They cancel each other out. And I'm left with bushels only. So what I'm going to do here is 414,720 divided by 2,220. And that gives me 186.8 bushels as my final rounded answer to the closest tenth of a bushel. You could say also 187 bushels if you're going to the closest bushel. All right, final question. Last thing I want to show you today is just a point of caution. We have a question. A rhino weighs 1.28 tons. What is its mass in kilograms? Well, you might go, hey, well, that's easy. Mass, there's 1,000 kilograms in a ton. Be careful. What does TN stand for? TN equals ton. This is imperial. So 1 ton, like this, equals 2,000 pounds. So 1.28 tons times 2,000 pounds per ton equals 2,560 pounds, not kilograms. Now we take our 2,560 pounds, we multiply that by 1 kilogram. This is my pounds to kilograms conversion factor, 2.2046 pounds, which we used in the last lesson. So we're going to end up dividing 2,560 by 2.2046, and we get that this is 1,161 kilograms. So that's the imperial ton, which is slightly smaller than a metric ton, hence this being slightly less than 1,280 kilograms. All right, and that's it for chapter 4. You can now complete your second chapter 4 quiz on D2L, and we'll move on to chapter 5 next time.